Hello, everyone.
Hello, welcome
Yeah,
back.
yes, we are here with another sure to be fabulous clearing.
Sure, it will be.
Yes, this is Gavin, and he has graciously agreed to let us video this and put it up on our channel.
Mhm.
So we're very excited about that.
We are. We are. Anybody out there new? I'm Mari-Lyn.
And I'm Pam.
And Gavin, tell everyone, why'd you reach out? What's happening? What's
Yeah.
going on?
So I just recently moved into a new house. Well, new for me at least. I think it was built around 2000. And I'm really surprised I didn't pick anything up when I was walking through the house initially before moving in because the energy really changed after moving in. There are two rooms in the house, especially where it just felt really dense, and I just knew that there was something in there watching me. I almost felt like I wasn't allowed to be in those rooms. And so um, as time went on, the activity kind of picked up. The energy in that room just got a little bit heavier. And so I would start to just close the doors to try to like keep it confined to
Yeah.
there. There was one day where the there was one room especially, I tried to close the door and it just kept opening back up. So I closed it again, it would open back up. And that night I decided to just go and stay at my boyfriend's house because I was a little bit weirded out.
Yes, I would be too. Yes.
The door was open, but when I got back the next morning, the door was sealed shut. And so that was one of the weirdest things that had happened here.
Oh,
I would see
okay.
dark around the house. I had reached out to one of my friends who she has a lot of experience or I guess background with paranormal activity also. So she was going to help me clear the house. We brought over another friend also. Um, Prior to them coming over, I had sort of started to pick up on like a male energy coming from the house, maybe younger, not far off from my age, maybe. It seemed sort of friendly. It would come out whenever I was playing music or whenever I was cooking. I could feel it behind me watching what I was doing. And as I was telling my friends about this, we all like felt like excitement coming from it. So that was like confirmation, like, yeah, I like those things. And so that was one that didn't seem too problematic, but I almost started to think there was more than one entity in the house. I could be wrong though.
Okay.
And so we did our clearing, we saged the house, and we tried to cross it over. We're not entirely sure if we did or not, but it was like we went through that process.
Mhm.
Something sort of made its way in or made itself more apparent because the energy really shifted. It didn't have the same friendly, lighthearted energy as what we were calling our friend. It seemed totally different. And we weren't able to really do anything about it that night. And so they left. And then more weird stuff started happening. I started seeing more shadows around the house. There was one night where I saw this big dark figure standing in one of the bathrooms. And so I don't know why I did this, but I took this amber smudge spray that my friend had given me and I just took it in the bathroom and started spraying it.
Sure.
And nothing came of that, but that was one of the most like visuals that I had done.
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
Um,
And that's kind of the holy grail. That's what every ghost hunter and whatever wants to see something like that. Yeah.
Mhm.
but I reached out to you guys and we did the interview. Um, it was like the days leading up to the interview, the energy died down. It was like there was nothing in the house. Maybe it was hiding or somewhere else. But the days after the interview, everything really picked up. When my boyfriend would stay over, he couldn't sleep, which that's not a problem he's ever had before. He's always been a really heavy sleeper. I've always been a really light sleeper, but he's always tossing and turning here now. There was one night where I woke up because I heard what sounded like somebody walking around in my attic. Um, Another day, I was fixing my bed and I felt something creeping up on me, and then my alarm clock started making this staticky noise. And so I asked it, "Are you trying to say something to me?" And then I felt it run out of the room. I think I
Whew,
told you guys,
that gives me chills. Yeah.
I think Christmas party also, and one of my friends was over helping me set up for the party. So I'm in here cooking, and she comes into the kitchen and she's like pale. You could tell that something freaked her out. And she's like, "Do you have something to get rid of a ghost in that one room?" And I was like, "What?" It actually did scare her. And then, like,
Yeah.
the day after, I was getting ready in my bathroom, and the same thing was happening. Something was knocking on the walls. And so I told it, like, "I hope you know you're not scaring me. You're just being annoying right now." But so much has gone on. I'm
Yeah.
forgetting. You get the gist of it.
Lots of stuff. And then when was it? So we had our interview. You said everything was fine because stuff had died down. And I said, if something happens, if it ramps up, whatever, email me and I'll station some guardians with you to help out. So when was it after the Christmas party that you reached out for guardians?
So all of this activity took place the days after our interview, and it was when the energy just got really, really dense around the house, not just in those two rooms that it would like to spend most of its time in. It was like everywhere that I was at, even my own bedroom, which I tried to set that boundary, like, you're not allowed in here because this is my space. I would feel it too. And
Yeah, they don't care.
yeah,
No, I shouldn't say that. Everyone, some will. They don't go away, but some do. But this one's not going to do
oh yeah, and kind of get that.
that. Hence, calling us, right? Yeah, or getting a hold of us.
Yeah.
So then I sent you that email with, and I said as soon as you open, I sent the guardians, and then how did it? What happened then?
It was like as soon as I opened the email from you guys, the energy completely changed. And I could almost feel their presence too. And so it was whenever I felt like something was on top of me, I would just say, "Guardians, please help me with this." And I swear I could feel it like being pulled off of me and dragged into this corner of the house.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, so that was such a huge help. I felt so
Yes.
much better.
Oh, good, good. Yes.
Beautiful.
And when we opened space today,
Yeah.
um, it felt so good. And I was like, oh yeah. Said I had to ask the guardians to stand down. And as soon as they did, it was like, whoa, like, all right, this is why we're here. Yeah. So
Mhm.
Mhm.
um whew, so there's a lot. Um so what I got immediately is when you there's possibly two. I'm not there, but there's one. So when you were looking through the home, deciding if this is what you wanted to purchase, right? When you were with the realtor or whatever, and you walked through and you said it didn't feel
Mhm.
there was nothing. They were definitely just staying calm. They've been around long enough to know that what that not presenting themselves at that time is the best thing to do.
And he
Yeah.
liked you right from the
Yes.
get-go. That's
Yeah.
why he stayed so calm.
Yes.
If he didn't like you, he would have scared you away from the house.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely got that
Yes.
instantly.
Yes.
Yeah.
That makes so much sense because
Yeah.
this house is like a perfect house in a time where the market was really competitive. And so I'm surprised that I was able to swoop in and get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was kind of, yeah.
That kind of his plan. You were
Yeah.
almost lured, I'm going to say,
Yeah.
in a weird sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris.
And also by spirit, like as a very positive thing from, your guidance really guided you there.
Mhm.
There, yeah. So it was really meant to be you're there. But yeah, that dude, yeah, he knows enough. He also knew enough to stay quiet before he didn't know who we were. He
Mhm.
does now, but so he stayed really calm. And they'll do that sometimes because they want you to change your mind. Oh, I don't need to talk to Pam and Mari-Lyn. Everything is fine here. And so they'll do stuff like that and make it really calm so you change your mind.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
but we're smarter than that. Unfortunately, the things that you did with your friends did not, it just pissed him off that you were trying to get rid of him.
Yeah, and he wasn't who he was presenting either.
No.
He was not near your age.
Right.
The music, the cooking, that was all he presented those times so you
Mhm.
could feel comfortable.
Yeah.
He wanted what we call an attachment,
Yes.
that emotional bond. He was really looking for you to look at him as a friend.
Mm-hmm.
So
Um,
no energy changed then, because I had a feeling it was the same one, but my friends with me, they said, no, it feels different. And I was like, what if he's just mad now? So, okay, it makes sense.
Yep.
yeah,
You were absolutely dead on right about
yeah,
that.
yep.
Yeah.
His trick didn't work.
Right.
And so he decided, okay, well,
Yes.
I'm just gonna be me.
There's one thing that and hopefully I hope that the friends that were there doing that watch this. Um, one of the things that we talk about all the time is that ghosts, earthbound spirits, we usually call them, they lie. They lie a lot.
Yes, they do.
And they want you to believe what they want you to believe. And he was trying to get that attachment formed. Um, and anyway, so they can make you think whatever you want. That oftentimes people think, oh, my grandmother's here or my so-and-so is living here. It's like, nope,
Uncle Bob.
yeah, they're just making you think
Yep.
that because they want that attachment with you.
Yeah.
If the sooner and the more they can get attached, they don't have to go anywhere. They get to stay and they get to just feed off you. And that's when it really starts getting dangerous for the people in the home, start getting sick and mentally, emotionally, physically, things start happening. So we're very happy you
Because
reached out.
it can take a while, for that whole thing to play out, to get that attachment. And they are out for themselves only.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Only. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
we're so happy that you reached out to us.
yeah. And I'm going to agree with you. You said you're not sure if there's two.
Yeah.
I am in the same boat.
Yeah.
I think there's two, but yet I'm not positive.
And it could be him.
It could be.
It could be one, and because he's definitely old. He's definitely been around a while. We'll find out as we go through. And sometimes they learn how to sort of like bilocate. So it could be one, but he can be in several places in your home at the same time.
What I just got was this vision of, you'll see this in like cartoons, the figure, and then slow motion, like how the energy is, and then he catches up to it.
Oh, okay.
So
interesting.
That could be what he's doing.
Interesting.
There still could be there could
yes.
be two. There could
yes.
be
Definitely does not like your boyfriend. He really doesn't like anyone but you.
He just wants you.
Yeah, he'd really be happy with scaring all of them away.
Yep.
And just having you to himself, which is very earthy. I mean, that's what they like to do. They like to, I always say it's like a domestic violence relationship where
very controlling.
The controlling person gets everyone to stop coming, but they want that person just for themselves. And that's what he's wanting. So we're definitely going to take care of him today.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely the chills when you said that. I think that was like confirmation.
Good. Yes. Wow, my nose is all of a sudden really itching. Do you have allergies in your home?
I do here and there, yeah.
Oh, man. And really starting to dry out, which says a lot about the vibration. But man, all of a sudden, okay. Should we, he's now he didn't bother us at all. Oftentimes they will come visit us just to see who we are. And he did not do that, which is very interesting. But now he's starting to he's coming around now.
So
finding out who we are.
Aside from your nose, is he affecting you anywhere else? Because he has got a pinch in my neck.
No, he does. It's just my
Just your
sinuses.
sinuses.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
He's not very happy.
No, he's not
Not at
very
all.
happy.
Yeah, I could feel that this morning too.
Yeah, he knows he doesn't know for sure. I I don't know if he knows who we are yet, but he definitely, yeah, he
He's
kind of does.
figuring it out really
Yeah,
quick.
yeah, because of the Guardians. He was not pleased with them. Um, but that's why we sent him there. The Guardian is there for you, not for him. There's no way to manipulate them, get them to go away. He can't control them. He can't do anything. They are 100% there for the living person. So he's definitely not happy. So he's wondering why, how I could send them. How is that possible? What are these women doing here? So he's figuring it out.
Yes,
So,
he is.
okay. Um, we get him to,
I think we should move around the house.
yep. So if you could just, yeah, start that would be fabulous.
Flip that around. There we go.
And
Okay,
Kevin,
so
do you ever have neck pain?
all the time actually.
Okay.
Yeah, that's him.
Okay, so I'm starting
Definitely him.
kitchen here.
Oh, you gonna do some painting?
Yes, I couldn't decide which color to go with, but I think this is going to be the one.
Very pretty, very nice.
And this is the living room, which I rarely ever feel anything in here unless he comes out and wants to see what's going on.
Sure. Unless you have people over.
That too, yeah. And this is the office. I work from home, so I'm almost always in here. And excuse the mess because I'm still getting
No
organized.
worries. And that's not mess. I'm sure there are a lot of people at home going, yeah, that's not a mess. Let me show you a mess.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the office generally feels really light too. Sometimes I'll feel something in there, but not usually. This is my bedroom, which, funny enough, I had tried salting the windows, and there was a lot more here before, but it seems to be mostly gone now. Whereas the other rooms that I had salted, it was still like a very thick pile of salt that was there. So I thought that was interesting. And this is the alarm clock that I had mentioned that I felt him creeping up on me. And then this started making a staticky noise. So I had asked, "Are you trying to communicate with me?" And then it just ran away.
He was caught.
Yep.
So there's my bed here, which my boyfriend will sleep on this side. And it's almost like something is poking at him at night, like trying to keep him from like getting
Oh,
a good
sure.
night.
He wants him to go.
Oh yeah. No, he doesn't like him at all.
And then master bathroom. This is where he was knocking on these walls the other day, trying to creep me out. But I just told him, "Hey, you're just being annoying right now. You're not scaring me."
Oh, he
I
didn't
love
like
that.
that. He didn't like that.
So yeah, sometimes I'll feel him in here, but that's when I'll tell the guardians, "Take him away, please. I don't like this."
Good. And they do immediately, probably before you even quite get those words out of your mouth, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they're
This is
pretty amazing.
guest bathroom, which this was where I saw that big dark
Mhm.
figure sitting like right here. So that was when I took the smudge spray and just came in here.
Yeah.
And that
I don't think that big dark figure was him.
Yeah, I don't either.
Uh-uh.
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are the two rooms in the house where I felt the most energy, and I'm almost feeling it now, actually.
Yeah. My stomach just flipped.
You're not the first person to say something like that with this room, particularly.
Yeah.
Okay,
Um,
that big dark figure that you saw in the bathroom, I keep
Yeah.
getting nemesis, 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 nemesis.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, not that exact word, but the energy of that.
Yeah.
interesting.
Hmm.
And so when we were going around doing our clearing of the house, it was
Hmm.
like kept going in here and trying to hide from us.
Hmm.
Or lure you.
Yes.
or that. But yeah, this room, I usually feel quite a bit of energy in here.
Uh-huh.
Okay, this big dark thing's got my attention, so
Okay.
I'm just gonna see what he's got to say.
Yeah. I think there's really two of them fighting over the space, fighting over you and the space. Yeah. It's mostly you, but um she'll maybe you'll find out the why. But okay, go ahead. Sorry.
No
So this
worries.
is
This is the other room, which this is where my friend was. She was setting up a party game against this wall, and that was when something was going around like that, trying to creep her out, which it really worked.
yes.
And this room normally feels heavier than that other one, but it tends to like fluctuate the energy.
Okay.
So then this is the garage right here, which when we did the clearing, we like tried to push it out through the garage, but I don't think it actually worked.
Yeah, no, they're not going anywhere. Yeah. Okay.
And that just about concludes the
Okay.
house,
Thank
unless
you.
you backyard also.
Um, so yeah, go ahead, Mari-Lyn. Do you want to talk? Do you want to talk about him?
Um, he is he was in his life, he was a heroin addict.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he has been earthbound for a long time. He keeps searching and searching and searching for that thing that's going to make him strong enough
Mm-hmm.
to feel human. And you do that for him. And the other dude that's in your house does that for him. His intention is to absorb the other dude.
Mm-hmm.
And
The earthy,
the other
not your
earthy.
boyfriend.
No, neither one of them want anyone in the house.
No.
They would really like you to isolate.
And
Go ahead.
so when you and your friends did the clearing, one of them, I don't know, were there two that came in to help?
There were two people that came to help, yeah.
One of them unintentionally gave permission for more to happen. So the energy was so when there's really a pretty specific way to clear a home when you're using sage or palo santo or whatever and the intentions that you're setting. One of them sort of inadvertently was creating a lower vibration than was expected. And there's something with that, and I'll find out more, but there was something with that where it was almost inviting more. Like, go ahead, show me more. Go ahead, let's see what you got. And I'm not saying it was those exact words, but there was something within the way she said it, and I'm definitely getting female, the way she said it that challenged this earthy. It was a challenge. So, and again, she didn't mean to at all. People aren't properly taught how to clear. And so we run into this a lot. that they sort of unintentionally unlock things and open things up and piss off the Earthies and sort of create more of a situation. So you had said that you thought maybe it called someone, like after that, something else came in after the clearing, something, yes. And that's kind of true. And there were some words spoken that really challenged. And so they took it as a challenge. Okay. Okay, you just challenged me. You're trying to get rid of me. You're telling me that I can't do things. You're telling me I'm not powerful enough, or that you're more powerful than me, or I don't know exactly, again, the verbiage, but something was said. So yes, I'm going to say yes to what you had said. The first thing that the Earthie that wanted you there did not leave, but there was more added to it from that. So you were right about that as well.
That makes total sense.
Yeah, yeah. It's really the words you use are very important, and
Very important.
and that is no judgment on your friends whatsoever to anyone. I know, because I know that they had really good intentions. They did.
Mhm.
They were there to um but again, we've done this for a really long time and we've seen a lot of things, and that I can't tell you how many times that happens because the words that they're using, um, now they just don't work. I don't know what else to say. So, all right.
We interrupt this program.
Something's happening right here. We want to see if you can tune into what it is. Stay till the end of the video and we'll explain it to you.
Yes, we will. Enjoy.
So do you want to talk more? I need to lean into this situation a little bit.
Okay. What?
Well, I want to know, there's two of them, and I'm not quite understanding the relationship between the two Earthies, and I want to understand that better. So I'm going to lean in to find out
Okay.
what that is.
Okay. So
Sorry, I just put her on the spot.
Well, no, because I'm not sure what you wanted me to talk about.
Oh, just so it's not dead space or just not dead air. Okay, so we'll forget that. Okay, what would you like us to do now? Do you want us to start clearing? We can start clearing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just start in the living room. I'll start fixing the grids and all of that.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm. Whew.
You're all good.
Okay, so I'm fixing the grids in the living room. They're done, so that should feel a little better. We'll go dining room. One definitely, I'm not sure which one at this point. One lives in the attic and one lives in one of the rooms in your house, or stays there. They usually sort of migrate to one place over others. They sort of make their home in certain areas. I
The
don't
attic
know why they do that. They just feel like it. Sorry?
the one in the attic would almost explain the heavy footsteps that I was hearing that one night then.
Yes, absolutely.
Mhm.
Yeah. And he kind of throws a fit like a child stomping around. He was upset about when he gets upset about something. Um, he might even toss things around, mess with the lighting, do something just kind of like a fit, like a 2-year-old throws a little tantrum. That's kind of what he does when he doesn't get his way. And the other one in the house, the one that in the one of the rooms, he has a little more control over his emotions, it feels like. So he's very purposeful about what he does, but the other one just loses control a little more. What do you get with that?
Yeah, definitely. That one has anger. I mean, they're both right angry, but the one
Yeah.
has real anger issues.
Yeah.
he's really hard to keep himself contained. Absolutely.
Now, is he the one that wants to absorb the other one? Or is it the other way around?
No, I believe it's the angry one that wants to absorb the other one.
That's what I
Yeah.
was thinking. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Desperation is his whole demeanor, and he just can't control himself.
Yeah. Okay. So I'd like you to go into your room and tell me if you feel any different.
Okay.
Sort of, even if you want to walk through like the living room.
The living room already feels totally different.
Yeah.
You said to go to my room, right?
Yep. The grids above the bed are still being fixed, but that should feel better now.
It feels lighter, almost like something was taken off of my back.
Nice.
Good. Yeah. And there, like I said, the energy is still shifting in there, but yeah, I'm glad it feels better. Um, what would you like to do with the dudes in the house?
I am trying to find them. They're both very
Yes.
good at disappearing.
Do you want me to? I can fix the grids through the whole house, and they'll usually sort of,
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead and do that.
Okay.
I will I'm gonna call in the light and then I will get them both crossed over. I'm hoping.
Do you have a small backyard?
I do.
Can you
Okay.
take us out there a little
Yeah.
bit?
Yeah. They're both back there.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. They're like having a banter on like they have a patio or a deck.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna.
Yeah, it feels heavier out here for sure, or felt heavier.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't know what to do now.
It's like, look, this is like watching two grown men act like 5-year-olds
Yes.
that need a nap.
Yes.
That's actually
That is literally what this is like.
I'll clear your car too. Yeah, they're pretty upset. I don't know. The other one, so Mari-Lyn talked about the one that like he was a heroin addict and all of that. Um, Now which one do you think he is? The addict one or the other one?
I think he's the addict.
Okay.
The addict is the addict.
The addict is the addict.
The addict
Okay.
the attic is in the attic.
He is a bad dude.
All right. And the other one just really is kind of depressed. He's the one that really wants like that codependent type connection with you where he can feel like the closest thing that he can feel like having a family and that he's wanted and because in life he really didn't have that. He died very, very lonely. He's I was gonna say a little older gentleman, but not much older than us. So, but very lonely, felt very unloved in life, very not necessarily disrespected. He was just searching for love. He was just searching for someone to connect with.
So the other dude, the addict
in the attic.
Addict in the attic, yeah. The other one that you're talking about reminds him of his father and he wants to destroy him. It's not his father.
Right.
It's just that energy reminds him of his father. Yeah. Unloving,
Yeah.
not this man, but
Right.
that's why he wants to destroy him.
Yes. And you saw me get a little bit ago when I was talking to Mari-Lyn, a little agitated, a little that was him. So do you feel that way once in a while in your house? Like you're just kind of
Just
like,
angry for,
yes, yeah,
yes,
yeah. Okay, that's definitely him. Um, yeah, so she's just gonna take care of both of them and they'll go. I finished with your house should feel a lot better. You want to go back into that room where yeah, where you thought he was hiding in the closet or whatever?
yes,
Better?
better,
Okay. And it's still, like we talked about, the energy is still going to, for a couple of days, shift.
Mhm.
There's but we have all their energy cleared out. The grids are being fixed.
And they did both cross. They have
Good,
both crossed over.
good.
good. You guys,
Surprisingly, the addict in the attic, the addict in the attic. Oh my gosh. Stop it, Mari-Lyn. He went first.
Mm,
He was easier than the other one.
yeah. Well, that other one really wanted that bond with you. Boy,
Yes,
he
did.
wanted that that attachment, that emotional bond where he wanted to. And I mean, everyone that watches us knows that in that vibration that an earthy lives in, there is no love. It isn't. It's
Mm-mm.
so the closest thing to love that you can get is a codependent bond,
Right.
which is not love at all.
Not at all.
No.
Mm-mm.
All right.
No. So how are you feeling,
Yes.
Gavin?
Yes.
I feel,
Good question.
especially walking around those two rooms, it was like I could feel energy shifting, but not what felt like one of the ghosts that was here.
Good.
It did the same density, that same I'm watching you, be careful with what you do here.
Good.
Yeah.
So the energy, it'll take a couple days. It's just going to kind of keep shifting. Um,
As will you.
as will you. I'll leave the guardians there just so you can feel secure or safe or what, just use them the way you do. Nothing is there anymore. It's all, the earthies are crossed over now. Your home is secure. Nothing's going to get in. Even if you were to start, like, I don't know, wishing that they were back, nothing's coming back. You don't want to do that. But we talked about this earlier, Gavin, that after the home clearing, sometimes you feel a little empty, a little lost, or
Yep.
like something should be there that
Something's
isn't.
missing. You can't find something. Yeah.
Yes. And just know that obviously you can't have a relationship with ghosts. It's not a healthy relationship. They've gone over to heal. They're in those higher realms. They're getting the care that they need. You've done a beautiful thing by calling us in. You really have. So they can go and they can heal. So remember that you really did a great thing.
Mm-hmm.
So but the energy for a few days will just shift. The guardians will be there for a couple of days and I'd love to hear if when your friends come back over again, the ones that helped you clear, how they feel about the house and how they
Absolutely.
feel. Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. So
I'll have to let you guys for email then.
yes. Do you
Yeah.
do you have any questions or
What would prompt them to want an attachment with me but not want anybody else in the house? Would it be because I'm the homeowner or something else going on there?
several things? Yes. Yes, you're the homeowner, so you're always going to be there. You're not someone that's going to come in and out. The one man just never felt loved. He was looking for some attachment. You're very kind. You have very compassionate energy. You may have some, of course, I'm not looking into this, but you may have some of the same wounding that he had. And that, so maybe something in your life as you were growing up, your childhood was very similar to his. And so that made him feel very comfortable with you because you could share in that.
And that one was the one that would hang out in the two rooms, not the addict in the
Correct.
attic.
Right.
Correct.
Yes. Yes. The
Got
attic in the attic was just gross. Um, was just frantic. He didn't know really what he wanted. It was like a heroin addict searching for that next high,
Yep.
and he didn't know how to get it or where to get it or anything. And he was angry and he was
Out of control.
yeah. Yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
So
And it
that
was that you said did not like my boyfriend. Would that be because he had that attachment with me?
yes.
Okay, that would make so much sense, like why he wasn't able to sleep here and why I would feel like something was on the other
Yeah.
side of
Yep.
It was like you had say like a jealous ex living in your house along
the
with you. You know what I mean? It was
Yeah.
that kind of like he wanted him out.
Yeah.
And then
Stalker to
yes.
the end.
And then I think your boyfriend is a more protective, he has more of that sort of um what is that energy I'm looking? I can't he's more salt.
Boundaries is what's coming.
Okay, thank you. And so they really, especially the addict in the attic,
Yeah.
really didn't like that at all. He didn't like to have, he didn't want any boundaries on it.
Not at all.
It almost hurt him to
Yeah.
have boundaries. And so he really wanted him gone as well. So they both kind of,
And that's not to say that you're a pushover or that you don't have boundaries. That's not what we're saying at all.
no. It's an
But
energetic
there is an energy to that boundary setting
excuse me.
ability.
Some people just kind of
Yeah.
are more like that. My husband is that way. He's just a very solid, sort of has more boundary than little old me over here. Yes.
Well, that
Awesome.
was fun.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Do you have any, we don't want to leave you if you have more questions. Of course, you can always email us when questions do come up,
Absolutely.
and they will.
Which one was the one that was going around knocking on the walls?
The addict in the attic.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
thought
sorry.
so.
Yeah. 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 He was just very discombobulated, I think would be, he was like just needing that next fix or something.
Yeah.
And
Some of it was anger, some of it was trying to scare.
Yeah.
Yeah. The dude on the main floor that like lived with you, I don't know that he ever really wanted to scare you.
Mm.
Um,
He just wanted to love you.
yeah, he just wanted you.
And not in a
But
sexual way, not in a like not a physical way. He wanted that emotional.
the emotional, the energetic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the other guy just was angry and wanted to scare you and wanted that frantic energy.
Yes. Yes. He wanted chaos because he lived in that he
Yeah.
liked the chaos. That's how he fed. So he wanted more of a chaotic thing happening.
Yep.
During the interview, you said that you were picking up on a chaotic energy. My boyfriend, probably me, and I was like, no, I don't think it's you.
No,
No.
yeah, it was that
It
person
was that.
who now, thanks to you, is in those higher realms and he is healing. He's getting what he needs.
Yeah.
Which is really the higher realms. You can call it heaven, whatever verbiage someone wants to use there. It's that high vibration of love. And we go through a whole big thing when we go home. We get to heal. We go through life review. We go through it all. And he gets to do that now, which is absolutely wonderful. So they both do. And that other one gets to finally feel real love, what real love is, and feel secure with himself. And yeah.
Absolutely.
That's relief, because I think I had told you guys before, like I didn't feel threatened. I wasn't necessarily scared with either of them, but it was more like just the feeling of having them here almost draining my energy for one.
They did, Jake.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But then the other part, I wanted them to just like move on. Like everyone benefits from them, just not more.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. And not, there is, so one of the things that we cross them over. They're not coming back as Earthies ever again. It's just not happening. They won't come back into life until they, like reincarnate into a new and get to continue on with their journey. One of the things with just getting them to leave is then if you are successful in getting them to leave your house, they go to someone else's house and torture someone else. So that's why we don't do that. Yeah. So this has been lovely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, Gavin,
Yes,
for reaching out. Thank you for allowing us to do this, Clary.
Yes, we appreciate it a lot.
Thank you both. I feel I'm better now.
Oh, yeah.
Wonderful. And you are very welcome.
Yes. And
welcome.
I guarantee you, when we put this video out on our channel, there will be at least one, there's usually more than one, but who watch it, and you will have given them the courage to then reach out to us.
Yep.
So I want to thank you for that. It really does. They don't all go on our channel. Most of them don't go on our channel. We still help people, though. We still clear. But this will reach people. And so know that you really did a good thing there as well. Because you'll give them courage.
Absolutely.
You'll give them permission, as you always say, to reach out to us.
Absolutely. And if you are one of those people that has activity in your home, and this gives you that inkling to reach out, please do.
Yes.
You can reach us through the website, tcseverydaypsychics.com.
Yes. And whether you can put it on our website, which we always, of course, want, or we can pass it on to our students and they'll do it for you. But we'll always help.
Always. Yeah. Always. So,
yeah. All right. Well, thank you, everyone. Thank you so much, Gavin.
Thank you,
Gavin, stay on the line. We're going to say goodbye.
Okay.
And, all right. See you next week, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Okay.
Wow.
Did you notice? Did you see what happened?
Did you pick it up?
So what happened was, I can speak for myself, and then we'll... I got the spirit. Well, I guess I said it in the video, though.
I think you did mention it.
Yes. I started feeling angry and sort of cranky, and I sort of lashed out, and it overtook me. And then I quickly realized, maybe not super quickly, but I did realize what it was, and I pulled my energy out of it. However, Mari-Lyn, and this one, Mari-Lyn did not. Mari-Lyn.
Right. I kind of stayed in it.
Yeah.
So as Pam was being, I'm going to say manipulated.
Yep.
I was manipulated as well. And I was really triggered.
Yes.
I went absolutely blank. I'm going to say I even left my body. And it was just a really bizarre vulnerability.
Yep.
Which we generally don't allow.
Right.
But we were both absolutely affected by that.
Caught off guard.
By that spirit.
Yep. Caught off guard. Yes. Yeah. And so we wanted to point this out so you can even go back again and watch it again and see how we reacted.
Yeah.
And it was the energy of the earthy in the house.
Yeah.
Even both of them, the way they bounced off each other really affected us in that way. Part of why we always say don't live with ghosts. People think it's okay. Oh, it's okay. They just stay over there, and as long as they don't bother me, well, they are bothering you.
They are.
They're creating havoc.
The ability for them to manipulate our energy, our thought process, our moods is just crazy.
Yes.
How does it all work? Well, that's above my pay grade. But it does.
Yeah.
And that was absolute proof and a brilliant
lesson.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and we get it and we understand it. Mari-Lyn at some point did get it. And after the video, we looked at each other and were like, wow, did that just happen?
Yeah.
And so then we were able to talk about it, move the energy through, do what we needed to do. But not everyone can do that or realizes it's happening.
Exactly. In fact, most people don't. Right. Most people don't realize that they're being affected.
Yes.
When they have activity in their house. They think the lights flicker. They think you see a shadow out of the corner of your eye.
Right.
And they don't realize how much we can really be affected.
Right. And you heard Gavin when I asked him, do you experience this? And he was like, yeah, I do. So it happens. And that's the way, that's why we don't live with Earthies.
Exactly.
So if you know someone that gets really, like, you notice that they're really agitated, like, especially when they're always at home, or maybe they tell you that. Maybe they're like, wow, I sure like to get to work because I feel so much better here than in the
yeah.
Ding, ding, ding. That should tune you in too. Right.
Absolutely. So that's what happened to us.
Yep. Leave your comments below if you caught on, if you saw what was happening, or now you go back and look.
Go back and look. Yeah.
And you can see how it affected us.
Yeah. If you have questions, put them in the comments. Yep. We'd love to answer them.
All right.
Okay.
Well, see you next
time. Bye.